Now this is very exciting. I'm doing voiceover using my microphones I use for the podcast as I'm watching this footage. So I'm in my garden and I'm going to go down to Kevin and catch up with him. See what he's been up to in the garden. Hello. How are you? I'm doing a bit of filming for YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Would you do a little like tell me what you're up to in the garden and what the plans are for like the winter bit of it? Because you're kind of wrapping up now and tidying up vibes, aren't you? Yeah.
So just
okay, hold on one sec. Just switch.
So I just explain what I'm doing, is it?
Yeah. What your plans are for today and maybe the next time you're here or something.
Okay,
yeah. Right, go for it.
So I'm here doing a bit of autumn tidying up here today in the garden. So I'm transplanting some perennials that need a new location. So this one is Alcamellia. So I give it a chance to establish here and fill in some ground. And I'm gathering up all the leaves. The leaves are starting to fall. And yeah, just doing some more cutting back and pruning to get the place looking sharp for the winter.
So we've had really a great harvest this year with our apples, and I think some of that's down to you and how you pruned it last year.
Yeah.
So tell us how you pruned the apple trees and what the story is now for the apple trees.
Yeah, so I would have pruned these apple trees hard enough. They're probably maybe 20 years old or maybe older. So they had got quite overgrown. So with most apple trees, you're trying to make a sort of a wine glass shape if it's in a traditional sort of orchard setting. So if you can look at the shape of the tree, I would have pruned out a lot of the centre branches to let the light in. And where you can see, I pruned it in the winter. So last winter I would have pruned it near the top there, and you can see all the new growth.
Yeah.
So
they're all new ones, those kind of shooty up ones.
All new shoots, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm pruning probably this winter, it's still a little bit early because there's still fruit and leaves on it. But what I'd be hoping to do is that's all this year's growth.
So these are new ones.
Yeah, they're new buds.
Will apples grow from that next year?
Yeah. So these buds near the tip are what they call fruiting buds. So generally, you try and only remove maybe a third or a quarter of the fruiting buds, because you don't want to cut it back too hard or you'll have no fruit the following year.
Yeah.
So I'll sort of pick and choose branches where they need to come out, and then I'll just maybe just nip off some of the buds just to thicken up the fruit, and it also stops you having an overburden of fruit, because if there's too much fruit you end up with loads of little small ones.
Yeah.
So you want a sort of a balance.
Yeah. So will you leave the trees now, or do something now, or do it all in spring?
I might give them a tiny prune maybe in February or March, and then I'll give them a light trim in the summer. But
nothing now.
No.
Okay.
Not for the minute. No. Because they're still in fruit, some of the trees. So it's better to just let them finish fruiting and finish the process. And if you're doing any pruning, particularly with older trees, I'm always looking for, they call it the 3 Ds is what they say. So the dead, diseased and damaged. So that's the first thing you look for if you're pruning an older tree. And then any crossing branches. So you don't want a bird's nest effect, because then there's no air or light can get in. So you want to open it up, and you get healthier fruit then. So that helps the fruit. You get less fungus on it and less pest issues as well, because more sunlight can get in and more wind and air. So that's very important.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Maybe take a bite of the apple to finish it off.
Oh yeah. So just when I think of it as well, to explain about pruning, so people say, oh, when should you prune apple trees? And it depends on the tree and the age of the tree, but if it's a very vigorous tree and this tree has loads of growth on it, I won't prune it much this winter. I'll probably focus on a summer prune, maybe in May or June, because the summer pruning actually slows down the growth, whereas winter pruning encourages growth. So if there's already a lot of growth on a tree, you can have too much growth by pruning it too hard in the winter. So you have to switch it up depending on the tree and the age of the tree.
And I like that
it's like you're in a bar or a restaurant. I kind of like that for our, kind of like that vibe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So on to page 9 is just another kind of
Approved.
view of the sink. And then the final page is, so that's internal to the shower, and then that's just the view of kind of the chair and stuff. So the only thing is within the render, what I was just saying to William there when you were gone, James, what we were thinking in terms of doing the floor to ceiling window in the shower, that it actually opens out. So when you're in the shower, you can kind of have this indoor-outdoor kind of experience.
Oh, that's what I love. Yeah.
Had it as like a lovely little bespoke. We were thinking of even having like Diana on it or something silly, but like cute.
Yeah, that Diana would be amazing on that. Yeah, definitely. So either we can put that in there, or we can see about getting something made for this space as well. That like either would be really cool. So if we go to page 5, that kind of shows you how it looks. So like you've got these kind of ridged details, and that's what's going to be hiding the seam of the door.
Gorgeous. That's so cool.
Nice big headboard. I think in here it's going to be really integral to have wall lights, just because we're going to have quite small little bedside lockers. One thing to note, the bed will be smaller in here. I know you've got the nice big massive bed in there, but it will have to just be a little bit smaller just from a space standpoint.
Yeah, so that's basically the
Love
bathroom.
all that.
So
it's gorgeous.
we're happy to kind of fire ahead with that and get that all priced anyway.
Yeah.
Absolutely approved. I'd love a gavel.
Yeah.
And as we said, the finishes, we can discuss them more down the line, like wallpaper and shit like that.
I've sent you all these, so like go through them with a fine tooth comb. They're really just to get the layouts.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of to throw some ideas at the wall, tell us what you hate.
I really like the wine. I really like that wine color, which is sort of reflected in the house anyway. I really like that as a running theme throughout the house. Is really nice.
So we've kind of slightly skipped ahead, so that's no bother. But if we go to the images are kind of self-explanatory.
The black and white
anyway.
images, yeah.
So if we go to the page, what is that? If we go to page 12, just in line with what you, in terms of the way that you were looking. So if we go to the next page, then it shows what it's like with the door open into the shower. So
with in terms of like the toilet and the privacy and stuff, like I think just having it as a cupboard with a toilet in it and a nice light overhead is fine. No.
When you say a cupboard, what do you mean?
As in like a room without windows.
Yeah, well, the toilet will be a room. So if we go to are you on the page that's showing the shower
open? Yeah,
page 7 of 10.
Kind of just feels.
But William, are you saying no glass here? I like glass there.
No,
that's
sorry,
light.
I thought this just for the it's kind of like, why bother putting a door then?
Well, it still gives privacy, but the glass allows light.
Exactly.
Say if I was using the bathroom, right? It's kind of all or nothing in terms of privacy. Like, I don't want you to see my head sitting on the toilet. Fair enough, you can't see my bum on the seat. But, like, it's kind of like...
You need to talk it through.
I need to play devil's advocate with myself more than,
Yeah, and, like, the thing is, so often with these kind of things, like, we'll debate something, and whatever comes out of it is going to be the best solution. It's not necessarily always the first thing that we come up with. And sometimes when we're in this space, or sometimes even at the point of construction, something will become really clear that we should, like, a direction that we should go. Like, I do like to always kind of keep a lot of flexibility and like an open mind with it.
Is there anything to think about in terms of the entrance hall / stairwell?
Not so much that.
Yeah, really happy.
Amazing! I'm so happy.
Amazing, thank you.
So you have all of those anyway, and like take your time. If there's anything that's kind of throwing up any alarm bells, maybe if you could try and get some notes back to me, say by the end of next week, because I want to build the tender around these concepts.
I love how everything looks like we're rich ladies, which is exactly our style.
It is granny chic is what we went for.
It's rich lady style, which I love. I'd love to spend an afternoon in the garden room.
Yeah,
you treat the garden room like a hotel.
Yeah.
at certain points, because you know the way you've almost got like a stairs running across it. There's like points where it's really, really deep, almost into eaves. Well, like say they're just on a table, you could have them all enclosed in a drawer, so you've kind of got a spot that you can have a little sit down.
Yeah, love that.
And their routine.
I'm very pro that. Okay, so you have our renders here. Tell us about them.
So since we last saw you, we had our site survey obviously, and we drew up the house into 3D using SketchUp. And it was kind of through this that we can work out like what the supposed limitations on the house is, what we wanted to embrace. We definitely, you know, were led by your guys' preferences in terms of like applying a very light touch to in terms of the footprint of the house. Like it is a really, really great footprint. You've got loads of space. It's just we wanted to make it a bit more usable for you guys. Yeah, so we will start with the kitchen, dining, utility and living room. So this is just your general floor plan to kind of show you. As you can see, not like in terms of the layout, really nothing has changed. We did really try, like we were trying to get as much out of your kitchen, and we, you know, looked at all the options in terms of taking down walls, moving them into other spaces, but we kind of landed on that how you have it as it stands is the best layout. Yeah. With the dining room, we kept the original layout. I think this was kind of formulated from, obviously at one point we were talking about changing the orientation of the dining table and stuff, but like as we were talking about at one point, it's really nice having it up against the window. It also makes a nice flow between the hallway and the kitchen.
Am I going mad, or is it now more symmetrical?
Yeah, actually, yeah. You're dead right.
The door is in the middle of this wall now.
So the door is in the middle of this wall now.
Yes.
So what, like we were talking about in terms of kind of making that broken plan, what we've done is added to your red shelves, and in doing so, we've created a cavity to have double pocket doors that would be centered on this wall. So it just kind of feels.
So they're pocket doors.
Yeah, so gorgeous. They slide behind the the shelving unit there. So with the dining room, one of our kind of biggest lily pads or launch, starting points was the red shelves. So like I was saying before, we've kind of made them a bigger feature here, and in doing so we've created the cavity for the pocket doors. So we wanted to create a bit more symmetry in the space. So basically when you enter it, we've created a faux chimney breast again that's going to house your stove, and you've just got this. So just, you can kind of see when you're looking in there, it all...
Love that.
Yeah.
It's like a really gorgeous focal that draws you through.
Yeah, and especially for you guys, like in terms of that your kitchen is effectively going to be a bit of a set as well, but we want it to be both a set and functional. What we were trying to achieve is that kind of like Duval style kitchen that you like, that very lived in, with the butcher's block. It still gives you that air of being freestanding. I know that you had at one point kind of proposed a freestanding kitchen in terms of the usability and the amount of storage that you're going to get from that, and just how cleanable it is. It was always going to be a bit difficult. Yeah. So where we've got the glazed unit, we kind of added these apothecary style units that almost feel like freestanding pieces of furniture, like heritage pieces of furniture, but while still maintaining plenty of storage.
And this, I noticed there's storage on a sort of long shelf above the...
Yeah, again, just to draw the eye up, and you've got so many beautiful bowls, and I think that's going to add so much more character to the spot, and like, I can imagine you on a ladder getting down your wares.
So moving on to the studio design. So with this room, we were conscious that it was an extension, so it was a new part to the house, and we kind of wanted that to come through with the design. The art speak.
Stepping out of my house into a different space.
Like there's an
with
energy shift.
Yeah, exactly. So you can kind of focus on what the function is there. We've extended the window so it kind of runs that full wall.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
It's really strengthening the connection with outdoors. So we've put a double desk running the full length, which really allows the double
workspace.
Use a workspace.
When James, the odd time, comes in to write a letter.
So it's really allowing the art to speak. So you've got the bold colours you can see of your art there.
Have we gotten rid of that window door thingy at the gable wall?
Yeah, we have. So we have gotten rid. We have won that.
Another compromise I was thinking about recently was, see where the triangle at the top, there could be a little circular window there.
Yeah, that would be so
and then at least
nice.
there is that sort of you're looking out at a window.
Well, you'll catch all the green then as well, because
Exactly.
that's kind of what we were missing in taking that away. There was a
Because
nice...
I had no interest in seeing the car and the gravel.
Yeah, no, that's such a good idea, because there was something nice about when you came into that space. I love when you round a corner or open a door and you've got this automatic like framing of the outside. But like you say, you're kind of staring at the side of the wall. It's also a north facing wall, so
Yeah, and then I still got the actual square bit as a full wall.
Yeah, you don't lose any of the working space.
It's just the triangle at the top, which I'm happy to lose.
yeah.
My
that
other
would be
problem
stunning.
with
so
the only
nice.
problem with this image is that should be a map of Cork. And
What if it was one of your drawings done in stained glass?
Oh my
A
god!
bum.
Oh my god, that would be so...
And so then following on from the inside, the desk running the full length of the wall, you've got outside this seating area, which kind of strengthens the connection between the indoors outdoors, and you can have those French windows fully open. So when you have those French windows open, the two spaces kind of flow as one. And so you can go outside, you can be musing about what you want to create, and then you can just pop in and
Love
get
that.
to work.
Yeah.
Like I would, if you showed me this in isolation, I'd almost be kind of allergic to it, but it works so well as a studio space and as I love the kind of juxtaposition of granny chic and a modern piece.
Yeah, we're not
in the one
trying. We're not
space.
trying to like recreate what you have here.
No.
We're trying to make that there's like a really great juxtaposition or contrast.
Yeah.
I think also because your house is so stepped, like it's such an interesting. It's such an interesting layout. It's quite stepped, so like even if you're at this side of the garden where we are trying to keep more like, you know, when we're doing the windows over here, we're doing kind of more Cretal style. It's going to, you can't actually see one from the other, so it's okay that they're
And
slightly different.
the heritage window is on that side of the room anyway.
Yeah.
So you can see you've got the space for the two computers, so you can both have your separate working zone.
I can do my Instagram post from there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And have the dual MacBooks been budgeted in?
So me and William are doing Savour, the food festival in Kilkenny. This is our second year doing it, and I'm printing off the recipes and gathering all the bits while William gets here. Hangover rice, delicious. We're making roasted rivers field carrots with harissa, High Bank Orchard. So the whole thing about this is to use some local ingredients and producers that we've fallen in love with over the last year and a half of being here. So yeah, that's our recipes. And then we're also doing a Riverfield shaved carrot and radicchio salad with smoked goat's bridge trout. I know you love fish, don't you, Carla? Mm-hmm. She hates fish. But goat's bridge trout is stunning. And High Bank Orchard apple cider vinaigrette. So I have the recipes here. Gonna print them out. Gonna put them on gorgy little branded The Simpler Life cards. So yeah, the place is a bit messy, so don't be judging. But where are those things? I have these gorgeous branded cards. Do you see them?
Oh, I saw them. They were somewhere here. These.
Oh yeah. So we use these for our podcast show. But that'd be nice. Print them, cut and print, and then we can have the recipes on stage.
Are they
like
for
that.
autographs?
You can do autographs. So roasting dish for 4 carrots. I think we'll get. Oh yeah, these that would work. It's not the most gorgeous. Oh no, it is kind of gorgeous. It's fine. I do prefer Le Creuset. Okay. Oh, because it's Kilkenny and we're celebrating Kilkenny and producers and all that sort of stuff, we'll have to bring some Nicholas Moss because that is a stunning pottery maker who's based in Bennett's Bridge in Kilkenny. Oh, this is a nice plate now, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
We'll do that one. And then for Moyle pottery, we love for Moyle pottery, so I might bring that as well.
Get down from there.
Someone has to do this job.
Get down from there.
I thought you said it because we have had lamps
I know.
in the garden.
This is one pissed off little lamb.
Look, William, for the carrots to pop.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Pop.
What would you do without him?
Pop. He's a visionary.
Right, you need to concentrate on food while I get all the...
Yeah,
so you do that.
Calm down. I've just been shorn.
Right, William, will you pack the food and explain to Carla what you're making?
No.
Please, William, just start cooking YouTube channel. This is how you're going to get paid.
Is your bag to put some of the perishable items in?
Mm-hmm.
So I've got this is one of the focus of our demo today, which is a Goatsbridge smoked rainbow trout. It's local to us here. It's just outside Thomastown, and we love it. James is an avid consumer of the product.
And Carla, what did Carla think this was yesterday? Carla's like, oh, we're doing face masks.
It does look like a face mask.
It actually does. And they put sperm, salmon sperm in facials now, so Goatsbridge could do
Salmon sperm.
yeah, you put salmon sperm on your face these days.
There's some Italian spicy sausage here, which we're going to use. We're going to use some leftover rice. It's going to be a sort of a hangover rice sort of thing.
Now, you know, the parking situation there is going to be bananas, so...
James, if you stop panicking for a second, I'm just going to get the list out and I'll get it all together, okay? Shit, I left the onions at the food truck and the rice.
Are you joking?
No. We get it in the shop on the way. Cloves of
You
garlic.
don't even need to invent drama. It just happens with William. So we have all our bits. I'm bringing my my wicker basket. People always say, James, where's your wicker basket from? I got it in France in a lovely little market in, where were we, Ile de Ré, William? And I brought it home. I have to bribe the Ryanair man to let me bring it on board to put it on it, because I didn't trust it going, oh no, I did put it underneath. But they had to, there was drama because I had to wrap it up. But it kind of, I think they considered it a buggy for travels purposes. But I love it.
It's so granny.
Isn't it? And then I'm going to bring a little apron for later. Start calling things out really that we might have need or have forgotten. I always forget how much is needed for a bloody demo. This is 3 small recipes. We don't pack lightly. Hi! How are you? Mwah. Mwah, good to see you.
Hi.
So, hi.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
This is sausage.
Hello. Sausage.
Like everything.
Yeah. Oh my god, I know. I was like, we're doing 3 small recipes and with the whole kitchen. This is nice, isn't it? Yeah. I got this in France.
Hi. Hi.
You're on my YouTube.
Hi. How are you? Hi. Nice to meet you.
We do this every time we get in so much trouble. What's your name?
Carla. Nice to meet you.
Too as well. She's YouTubing for me.
Hello YouTube. Edward Hayden is my name.
Follow and subscribe.
Coming to a YouTube network.
Perfect song. Would you like to be in his YouTube? So are we excited to see James and William cooking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I want to see it.
I know, yeah. You got a nice front row seat. Okay, bye.
Bye. I remember doing again because my lens are going to keep it close. All the way from Scottfoshin, please welcome our new neighbours and new Kilkenny residents, William Ryan and James Catholic. Give them a big Kilkenny welcome.
Hello.
Hey guys, we should save the best for last. Always
You're
that.
not ready to be a native
But
yet.
you've just finished in Shankill Castle with the Carabini. That was a really big hit.
Yeah, so I actually have one more day left. So there, if you didn't get a chance to catch us down in Shankill Castle in Paulstown, we still have one day left tomorrow.
With a food caravan.
We have a little caravan
Gorgeous,
there,
the
yeah.
best toasted sandwiches in the world. Also picked up in the local knowledge. They explained to you on the night the difference between a cow and a heifer.
They were explaining that.
And a ram and a yo.
Yes.
Come on, fill us in.
Oh God. I don't retain information. This is the problem. I'm a really good person to gossip with or tell secrets to because I remember nothing. Year and a half, we've realised that where we are, we're in the middle of like so many unbelievable producers in terms of artisan foods, organic veg growers, but also like, you know, arts and crafts as well. I mean, we're near Bennett's Bridge where our beloved Nicholas Moss plates are from, and we're to this fruit and veg shop, and I think it's Paul maybe who the owner is, but sorry, Brian. He is great. If you go in with you know, a request for something, he will like write it down and order it in for you, and I just love that. So that's what I've done there. Do you want me to put that in? No? Huh? Do you want me to put that in there? Yeah. Okay. Go on. Lay the carrots. We're just doing 2 carrots for this one, just to show you how it's done. We actually, when we lived in Phibsborough for 10 years, and there was a lovely little green grocer's down the road from us who had bob carrots. Have you ever heard of bob carrots? Bob carrots, if you ever get the chance to eat them, they are absolutely the most carrotiest carrots you'll ever have in your life. They're so deeply umami-ish, they're so gorgeous.
There's a bit of scrubbing involved though, because they are
like
in a bog.
I couldn't even see the carrots for the dirt on them, but they're so delicious. Favourite.
I mean, it is one of the hero ingredients of County Kilkenny, so it's kind of hard not to use them when you're asked to use a Kilkenny ingredient.
And not that I'm going off salmon, I like salmon, but I actually just love baked trout. I think it's just a nicer, kind of meatier flavour in it, and nice and oily. But I actually got this in Dunnes Stores just down the road yesterday, and I'm with my friend Carla. She's over there. Everyone wave to Carla. She's filming for YouTube for me. Say hi, Carla. I put this in the trolley, and she goes, "Yay, you got us face masks." I mean, it's giving face mask packaging. If you don't have a mandolin, you should really get one. I love mandolining things, much usually a lot safer than this. But for making a thing like a gratin or whatever, it's just, and you can just set the measurement to be as thin or as thick as you want, and you just get things done so quickly. I do. I love it. No, but I miss delivering. That's one thing I miss. So we have a really good chipper near us called Gourmet Grill. If you know Gourmet Grill. Some of the best chips I've ever had in my life.
In Goresbridge.
And then Blasta Pizza in Great Namana down at the rowing club of a Thursday.
Won't be able to fry those eggs.
Why?
Because we only have one frying pan.
We can fry them in the frying pan and then do the sausages in afterwards. Sorry, just one sec. Here. Oh! Thank you so much. Well, okay.
How do you work? I know.
Serves 5 to 6 people. Yeah.
Lovely. Birds.
How did we do?
You did very well. Very entertaining.
My 1 carrot.
Yeah,